Hello everyone, this is Rachna once again with you with a new chapter, The Concert. It's written by Shanta Rameshwar Rao. Well, what do we know about Shanta Rameshwar Rao? Actually, there is a lot to know about her. But nevertheless, I'm going to just tell you a brief about her. She was an Indian writer of myths, legends, folk tales, short stories, and picture books for children. Rameshwar Rao has retold tales from Indian scriptures and reworked folk tales and myths. Besides children, there is a beautiful thing that I came across about her when I was, going through trying to find out what is it that I can tell you best about our author. And the beautiful thing is that when she died, there was a write-up which came up about her in the Times of India, which was published from Hyderabad, which said, and mind it, the caption goes like the rebel that was Shanta Amma. So they called her Amma, right? And if I'm correct, when you find the word Amma is used in the South only for notable ladies and ladies who move around with a lot of respect in the society, right? So she was called as Shantamma. For some, she was a role model. For others, a revolutionary educationist who gave Hyderabad an unconventional school where learning, for once, was fun and not limited to textbook pages. She was a friend, philosopher, and guide, in the true sense of words, who drew students to her chambers long after they left the happy premises of Vidyarayan High School. Shanta Rameshwar Rao, founder of this institution of over 50 years, clearly played many memorable parts during her long and momentous career that came to an end on Sunday as she breathed her last. She is survived by her daughter Vidya Rao, who is a popular classical singer, and a granddaughter Aditi Rao. So, children, basically, you can well understand that she was actually, one who would be cherished for years to come by Hyderabad people. And this write-up is dated 20th January 2015. Right? So, let's get ahead with the story now. Well, children, in this story we come across a room, I'd rather say a bedroom of one aunt in her, house in Mumbai, right? So Smita, she's sitting and she's reading the newspaper when she comes across a writer which says that Pandit Ravi Shankar, he is, having a concert at the Kamundana auditorium, right? So when she says this, her mother, knowing that her brother would be very much eager, she tells her to quickly keep quiet. But then the brother, he hears, right? He hears it and he says that, well, it would be such a wonderful thing to have, to see this concert, to attend this concert. And the most important thing is to see the maestro himself performing would be an altogether different experience. But then at this, the mother tells him that it wouldn't be a very good idea because you are not really that well, and it would only trouble you further. So the brother says that it's not quite an issue. I think Shanta, Smiti, sorry, not Shanta, Smita, you must really go and attend the concert. So Smita really feels upset, and then she tells her aunt. She says that, aunt, I have never gone out without my brother Anant, and I can't, see him lying like this when he is his favorite. So why shouldn't he really be attending this concert? So you see, at this particular thing, the aunt gives her an idea, and Smita, she is escorted by her father to the concert. So now when she goes to the concert where Pandit Ravi Shankar, he is performing. When the performance ends, she goes up to Pandit Ravi Shankar and she tells him that, sir, my brother is really ill. He's suffering from cancer, and he is a big fan of yours. He is too much in love with your music. So would you please be able to come and perform for him at Aunt Sushila's home, where he is bedridden? Now, a person who was standing next to Ravi Shankar, he said that, you got to be really kidding, because he is a very, he's a very busy man and he's a very big man. How can he come to your house to perform? But then Pandit Ravi Shankar, he doesn't take it like that, and he says that, no, definitely I will be there to perform for him. So at this, Pandit Ravi Shankar, he actually goes and he performs for Smita's brother. And actually, it is not just he, but even Ustad Allah Rakha, he also goes with Ravi Shankar, and the two maestros, they perform at Aunt Sushila's home for Anand. And Anand, he is so happy to see them. And so are the neighbors. They are all surprised that, somebody who is so famous, and not just one person, two of them, two great musicians who are known as masters, they actually come and perform at Aunt Sushila's home for Anand. Everybody is really touched by their humanity, and as far as Anant is concerned, it is, it could be sad, but actually nice also, that he really didn't die in a lot of pain, but instead, while listening to their music, he breathed his last. Right? So basically, if we look at it, children, beautiful people and beautiful music can make anybody's suffering and death really, really peaceful. And children, if you look at the attitude of the two great maestros, we need to understand and learn one thing from them, and that is that when you grow in your career, you reach heights, keep yourself grounded. Make yourself such that people can actually approach you. Do not become such that you become isolated. So always stay grounded, because that is what lives with you forever. Well, thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye. Take care.